A number of years ago, I designed and programmed a football-shaped serving tray for Woodworker's Journal. It was a fun project to do, and the video, CNC files, drawings, everything you need to make your own are still online. There's a link to all of it on my website. This year, I decided to make some matching coasters. Making them requires some careful gluing up of the stock and the somewhat unusual use of a juice groove bit. Let me show you how it all comes together. I set the job up for a workpiece 17 inches long, 7.5 wide, and 3/8 thick, with the origin point in the center. The football shape is not a true ellipse and can be a bit funky to draw. So I've provided a DXF that you can download with 4 of the coasters laid out on it ready to go. You'll want to select the 4 pockets and group them together as one, and select the 4 cutout profiles and group them together as well. From there, we can go straight to programming the toolpath. Now we just fill out the information for the pockets. I found that 0.2 inches was the perfect setup for the bit we're using here. You can use a typical ball nose or dish carving bit to make this project, but I wanted to try out one of Woodpecker's flat bottom juice groove bits because it has an interesting feature. It has the flat bottom and radius tip of a dish carving bit, but also features a bevel at the top that automatically eases the inside edge around the pocket, so we don't have to do as much sanding and cleanup after the milling. The download files for this project include the proper DXF that you need to create this as a form tool in your computer, so you can add this bit to your collection. A 1/4 inch bit was used for the cutout. The depth was at 0.34 to leave an onion skin, and a lead-in and lead-out were used. These 2 items will give us the smoothest possible finish. Accurate cutting and glue up of the stock is essential for this project. The center section is 3 inches wide, the 2 stripes are 3/4 wide, and the outside pieces need to be at least 1.5 inches, but a little wider will give you some extra clamping space. Use a V-bit to precisely locate the origin point for this program. Side to side isn't too critical, but the front to back, the center of that stripe, must be accurate. Mount the juice groove bit in the router and 0 for Z. The pockets will take some minutes to run, but there's nothing you need to do except keep an eye on everything. I'm holding the stock down with the U-pad clamps from Microjig's CNC work holding system. And you'll note that they're pretty close to the toolpath in a few areas. Making the outside strips of the blank a little bit wider will give you more room for clamps. Swap the 1/4 inch bit into your router, re-zero the Z height, and go ahead and cut out the parts. The parts are removed from the web with a flush trim bit. In this case, I'm actually using a 1/16 of an inch roundover bit with a 3/16 brass pilot from Infinity Tools. This bit eases the edges of the parts as it cuts them from the blank, and rounds over the top of the parts in the same way. You can download the drawings for these coasters from woodcademy.com. And please like, share, and subscribe to these videos. It really does help.